I'm Darren from Akshon Esports, and this is Action Recap, the show where we cover various ongoing stories within the Overwatch esports community. In the midst of a maelstrom of announcements and updates pertaining to existing Overwatch League teams and potentially new cities joining, we now know which cities and organizations are set to join the league for Season 2. There has been no shortage of rumors regarding which cities were interested in purchasing team slots, such as the recent rumor about a possible Bangkok team run by Fnatic. But such murmurs have been quelled by two recent reports by ESPN. Both reports coming from ESPN, with one releasing last night stating that Washington, D.C. and Chinese city Hangzhou will be joining the league for the second season with their own respective teams. The Washington, D.C. team slot is funded by Mark Ein and his Capital Investment Corp, among other investors and affiliated venture capital groups. Ein has ties to various organizations, including Axiomatic, the parent company of Team Liquid, as a minority owner, which has led to rumors that Team Liquid, being one of the world's most prominent esports organizations and their previous foray into Overwatch esports, are likely to function as a management group for the Washington team, similar to how the Sentinels helped their owners with the operations of the LA Gladiators. Now, as the third team representing China, Hangzhou is funded by the Chinese video sharing website Bilibili. With the addition of these two cities, that would make for the final 6 teams to be added to the Overwatch League. But according to League Commissioner Nate Nanzer and Activision Blizzard Esport League CEO Pete Vlastileka, the league will expand to 20 teams, not the initially reported 18, which brings us to the second report. In a report released this morning, ESPN has confirmed the final 2 cities joining the league, those being Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and Chengdu, China. Reportedly, ESPN sources state that the Chengdu team is owned by the Chinese streaming platform Huya, which happens to be one of the largest streaming platforms in the country, which broadcasts many esport events like the Overwatch League. The Vancouver team is backed by the Aquilini Investment Group, owners of the Vancouver Canucks hockey team and Rogers Arena, which recently hosted the city's first esport event, the Dota 2 International. While we do not know how much these slots sold for, it's estimated to have been between $35 to $60 million, which is far more than the $20 million the initial 12 team slots sold for. So for Overwatch League Season 2 in 2019, the final list of new teams joining the league will include the following cities. From the United States, Atlanta and Washington, D.C. We have 2 Canadian cities with Toronto and Vancouver. From Europe, there's Paris, France, and 3 cities from China, with Guangzhou, Hangzhou, and Chengdu. But with 8 expansion teams joining for 2019, there are potential concerns that the league could be expanding too fast, or has become oversaturated in North America, especially considering localization is supposed to happen by 2020, which will require new esport venues to be built, but only time will tell if problems arise. Now, with full knowledge of how many teams are in for Season 2, the speculation of which players will be signed to an Overwatch League team can properly begin. As well, with the free agent signing period starting on September 9th, we can likely expect a further flood of announcements of player signings and possible trades, as well as the teams themselves representing these new cities. In lieu of this news, what do you make of these recent announcements? On top of news of players being released from their teams, do you think any may find a new home on one of these teams? Or what trades do you anticipate to take place pending the roster announcements for these cities joining the Overwatch League? As always, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and share as it really helps out the channel quite a lot. Otherwise, be sure to subscribe and follow us on Twitter if you want to stay up to date with all of our content, and hit that bell to stay notified. This has been Darren from Akshon Esports, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.